I knew you wouldn't understand. You all don't know how much I've suffered after my mother's death. My father burned my face and my mother left me. We have the same parents. I don't even know my biological parents. I had a crush on Toph when I was 7. If we go deeper into the woods, we may encounter a bear, but if the Fire Nation discovers us, we'll be turned over to Azula. Bear it is. Zuko getting crowned Fire Lord. Ba Sing Se citizens. That's Lee from the tea shop. Roku after watching Aang take away Ozai's bending and realizing he could have done the same thing to Sozin and avoided this whole mess. Waterbenders. Wait guys, I can explain. Firebenders. You get a power boost every full moon when we only get it once every 100 years. Earthbenders. Every 100 years. We don't even get a power boost. Airbenders. Aang's path. Zuko's path. The gang and others accurately represented. Sokka, Aang, Zuko, Katara, Iroh, Toph, Sparky Boom Boom Man. Earthbender's response to any problem. Interesting strategy. However, you failed to account for this big ducking rock I'm about to throw at you. Where did Toph make this face? Avatar Kirak likes women. Avatar Kyoshi likes women. Avatar Oku likes women. Avatar Aang likes women. Avatar Korra likes women. Why are you a guy? Aang a few weeks after getting killed in his most vulnerable state. Korra 3 years after getting poisoned. Ordering the genocide of the air nomads and starting a 100-year-long war. I sleep. For most of its history, the Fire Nation was tolerant too, but then Fire Lord Sozin took power. He decreed that same-sex relationships were criminal. Real shut. I must find the Avatar to restore my honor. Listen, Avatar. I can join your group, or I can do something unspeakably horrible to you and your friends. Your choice. Azula and Zuko impersonating each other. I say, and then what? Like the North Pole, running round with the Avatar like a chicken with no head. That's a joke. Boy, yeah missed it. Flew right past ya. Yeah gotta start. Pay attention now. Looking inside yourself. Ask yourself who ya is and who's ya wanna be and such. If avatars were gamers, the speedrunner, the type who runs into the final level with 0 strat, the type who uses the most powerful move when boss on 1 HP, the guy who plays on easy mode and still can't win. 47-year-old Korra watching the Fire Nation to make sure they don't get uppity as Sozin's comet passes again. I love how she is literally Hotler and people still manage to go on and say shut like she needs a redemption arc. Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong. Fans. We want Nickelodeon. We want an open world RPG. An open world RPG. In the Avatar universe. In the Avatar universe. We want an open world RPG in the Avatar universe. You want more lame games with mediocre graphics that follow the plot of the show. I want Azula's redemption. I don't want this. There's no need for a redemption arc for Azula. Azula should get the arc of redemption. This is a very controversial topic. I want the Ozai's redemption. No one. Non-benders during the 100-Year War. CinemaSin's presence. Everything wrong with the last Airbender. In 4 minutes or less. Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. Famous movie quotes, but add, you piece of shut to the end. Wax on, wax off, you piece of shut. The myth of a consensual kiss. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? I consent. I consent. I don't. Sokka's dreams. Well hello ladies. Katara's dreams. Come here Yonra. I won't hurt you. Please you can kill my mother if you want. Korra has one failed date with a friend, then has 2 long-term relationships with a 3-year gap in between. The fandom. Ducking. Hole. Fire, air, earth, water. These films have defined the 2020s so far. People who tried to kill the Avatar. It's time for you to look inward and start asking yourself the big questions. Why can't the upcoming Avatar The Last Airbender movie, which has the gang in their 20s, just rehire the OG voice actors? If you ever feel useless, think about the eye hole on Toph's rock armor. Live footage of Kendrick taking away Drake's bulk card and N-word pass. Father, when can I leave to be on my own? Zuko, but he's going to slay the Avatar. Fanon Yangchen. Sure is nice being an air nomad, all peaceful and such. Canon Yangchen. I can't turn my back on this world for 5 damned minutes. Invents the air suffictation technique. Converted the Southern Air Temple into a prison exclusively for combustion benders. Fanon Kyoshi. Kyoshi. People up to shut. Canon Kyoshi. Please don't make me do this. I just want the madness and killing to stop. If you ever want to feel depressed, remember that at least one little kid started laughing when they learned Jayato's name. Whatever you do, don't reveal all your techniques in a YouTube video. You're fool. You moron. Guru Lagima. It's so sad Steve Jobs died of ligma. Who's Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. I don't know why firebenders are the only ones who can create their element out of nowhere. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Society, if that bald kid hadn't gotten a stupid power up from a rock cracking his back. You miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you. A lot of the fandom thinks I died, and my boyfriend started dating Toph. That's rough, buddy. If you kill a killer, the number of killers stays the same. Then kill 2. Lasts in multiple digits. $50 and I'll do whatever you want. I want you to help me capture the Avatar. It's alive. Speak, my child. Iroh is a way worse person than Azula. Oh duck, I forgot to give you a brain. Can Avatar Aang bend his darts and use them as weapons? Huh. Sorry, that was a strange thing to ask. Air avatars at sleepovers. Let's abase or neglect the spirit world. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. Water avatars at sleepovers. Who keeps summoning them? POV. It's 2008, and you just went from being hyped Zuko and Katara won against Azula to watching one of the most gut-wrenching mental breakdowns out to screen. We are taking the prisoners home. Women's dreams. I found the love of my life. Men's dreams. Come here, Fire Lord Ozai. I won't hurt you. If you're ever feeling stupid, just remember that Aang went to Kyoshi for advice on how to not kill Fire Lord Ozai. Hey handsome, how are you? He's sleeping yo. It's me, his girlfriend. Hey gorgeous, how are you? I have little to no idea why some people hate that Katara and Aang got together, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Did I ever tell you how I got the nickname the Dragon of the West? You killed a dragon. That's how people have been earning the title since the time of great-grandfather. It's incredibly common knowledge. Even if you never told me, it would be odd for me to not know that's where the title comes from. Even Zuzu knows that's the title for those who can conquer a dragon. Frankly, it's offense. Duck you Azula, I can breathe fire. It's time for you to look inward and start asking yourself the big questions. How does one rid oneself of desire if the desire to be free from desire is a desire in itself? I was actually thinking of stepping down as king and getting rid of the monarchy altogether. Those who don't know Chinese history. Those who know Chinese history. Hard to swallow pills. People only want Azula to have a redemption arc because she was a child. If Colonel Shinyu told off Theo, news from Fire Lord Ozai, it appears I've been promoted to Admiral. My request is now in order. Actually Admiral, it's not. You're an Admiral in the Navy, and I'm a Colonel in the Army. While you do now outrank me, you can't give me orders due to not being my commanding officer in the Army. If you want the Yuyan archers, send a request to my general or the Fire Lord. Now if there's nothing else, get out. Actually Azula deserved way worse, but just that was good too. Haha, I love a happy ending. Do you guys remember when Varrick built a straight people finder? Zuko has no problem doing that, but as much as I hate you, I just can't do it. I can do it. One of Katara's biggest W in this show was against a 2 HP Zuko. Lend me your powerful moon, this is 2 HP Zuko we're up against. Zuko is bringing dishonor to the family. Are you sure he's your brother? Believe me Avatar, I've been asking myself that question for 14 years. Why Avatar The Last Airbender is 99% Rotten Tomatoes. Never ask a woman her age. A man. His salary. Nickelodeon what they debuted on May 20th 2005. How Avatar The Last Airbender treats their elders versus Legend of Korra. Elderly people on Avatar The Last Airbender. Elderly on Legend of Korra. The Avatar when women. The Avatars deciding how to deal with an enemy. The Avatars deciding that women are heat. Avatar The Last Airbender. Jet dealt was really unclear. Korra, anyways, here is a mere dear seaside. Why did Master Pakku give Team Avatar such a small amount of spirit water? Is he stupid? That feeling when you enter the Avatar state and that brand new property of Asami Sato tramp stamp starts glowing like Aang's tattoos. Avatar The Legend of Korra is a great show. Naga is better than Appa. Ha ha ha, water goes splash. The two biggest superpowers in the world are built on lies, propaganda, and deception. No one in the world is free, society is close to total collapse, and the world loses all hope after the death of the Avatar. Ha ha ha, fire go brrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr 14-year-old me every time Azula was on screen. Combustion Man during the comet. The Avatar. What if these two had an interaction? I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. Waterbending. Guys, don't freak out, but I think Q's and Fire and the Avatar are the same person. Ammon. Balance must be restored between benders and non-benders. Analog. Balance must be restored between the spirit world and the material world. Zahir. Balance must be restored by destroying the Avatar. Kuvira. I'm Adolf Hitler. Avatar: The Last Airbender co-creators. You miscalculated. I value my integrity and creative expression more than I fear you. Avatar: The Last Airbender fans. Netflix. No, you miscalculated. You should have feared me more. Cut the engines and let them pass. Wow, it sure is a good thing that physics of this scene decided to take a trip to the spirit world, lol. I know, right? The sheer momentum of these giant ace ships should have kept them drifting forward and crush your boat. Lucky for you, two of you have plot armor, lols. Fortnite. I think I forgot something. Epic Games. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Fortnite. Yeah, you're right. So when do I learn waterbending in season 1? Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's the neat part, you don't. Wait, you think Zuko is Katara's true love? Zootara shippers? Well, yes. Laughing. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender. If Aang wasn't a pacifist. Psst. Avatar isn't an anime. Get a life, dweeb. I don't care. When he realizes jet dying means less competition. New members of the fandom who found their way here after Netflix live action adaptation. Members who became fans when Legend of Korra initially aired. Those of us who have been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender since the beginning. What if you can see and hear everything that goes on with Sokka and Suki? This new Legend of Korra adaptation is looking crazy. What is Toph bending in this scene? Dust. Zuko bad, then Zuko good, and finally Fire Prince fighting bad guys while being good. Zuko, that's so cheaty. Not just cheaty, evil. I used to be a bad guy. I know how bad guys think. If The Last Airbender was a RPG, the noob that grinds the game and becomes a top player, the level 50 that fights other level 50s, the level 100 that fights noobs, the level 200 that mentors and protects noobs. Why doesn't Korra just ask Nuktuk, hero of the South, for help? Is she stupid? Ozai. Burning defenseless children who didn't want to fight. Nezuko. Nico. Zuko. Reverse werewolf turn into the moon when you see a wolf. Hey girl, I know you're trying to capture me. I just want you to know you've already captured my heart. And what makes you think you can defeat me? Mom said it's my turn to be Fire Lord. Each are pursued by the immortal snail. If it touches them, they die. How do they react to this horrible foe? Immortal snail. Aang. Katara. Sokka. Toph. Iroh. Tylee. Azula. Zuko. Ozai. How should we name the first avatar? We should use some epic name, like Drago the Great. No, something normal like James. Avatar 1. Employee of the month. Creator of Avatar 1. Ozai with Azula. Oh dear, oh dear. Gorgeous. Ozai with Zuko. You ducking donkey. Parents. We'll be away over the weekend. Me. Without you, all my plans are suddenly possible. Kuvira exists. 5-year-old Opal. Mind your place, Kuvira. Mother might have taken you in, made you one of us, but your blood will never be Beifong. The myth of consensual kissing. I consent. I consent. I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? War in Ba Sing Se. Did you mean there is no war in Ba Sing Se? In kindness, there's evil. In evil, there's kindness. Of course we have the balance. Then there's, and then this butch. As a long ship is entering the main subreddit like, I smell profit. The reason Aang and Katara are great friends is because they started with a good icebreaker. The opening line to Sokka's best man speech at their wedding. Am I right, people? When the gang sees the cabbage merchant, I'm about to end this man's whole career. When you finally got all 4 nations living in harmony, and then the Fire Nation attacks. Waterbending. Random trips just cause. The cabbage merchant explaining how the avatar keeps following him around to destroy his cabbages. Everyone else. Ba Sing Se. Every other city in the Earth Kingdom. When you accidentally type Aang instead of OMG. Tea is just heat leaf juice. Change my mind. Oh, you love Avatar too? Yeah, the blue one, not that dumb kids show. Mako, why aren't you dating any nice girls like them? Avatar, 20 things Korra can do that Aang can't. 1. Hugged her parents. Zao, that's quite a bit of damage. What can I call you other than beautiful? So, papaya. Me browsing Reddit. I haven't felt this at peace since. Korra is a Mary Sue and a shut avatar. And, it's over. Asami, Korra do some water bending for me please. Korra, we are in the desert. There's nothing wet within 100 miles. Asami, not yet. Korra. We are just really honored to meet you, sir. Honored. 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 Honor. Varrick. I need you to do the thing. 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 This hoe. Kill yourself. Korra and SpongeBob used to be beefin' heavy. Up next. Up next. Up next. Up next. I bring a sort of there is no war vibe to Ba Sing Se that Team Avatar don't really like. Shout out to blind characters, so badass I sometimes forget they're blind. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. You. Versus the guy she told you not to worry about. Aang in his dream, your days of tyranny are over, Fire Lord Ozai, I'm taking you down. Also Aang. 5 seconds later. My parts are showing, my goodness. Violence is never the answer. Appa gets stolen. Old Zuko, Uncle Iroh, notice you've copied my beard. Me, the day before the exam. Indeed, I'm Wan Chi Tong. He who knows 10,000 things. Me, reading the first exam question. I did not know this. Things that disappear when you need them the most. Judge in court, Your Honor, Zuko. Sigh. I hate destroying things. Wi-Fi drops down a single bar. Video quality. Dude Pin. I don't think we should encourage her. This avatar guy seems important. She's 15. Let's take her to the mall. Come on Azula. I'm sure there's still time to defeat the avatar. You could still be crowned. When the Earth King tells of plans to invade the Fire Nation on the day of Bulk's son. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Young me. Soccer is so boring and useless. Old me. I rewatch Avatar The Last Airbender for soccer's character development. Someone suggests pacifism. Kyoshi. Interesting. You know what else is interesting? Grenades. He smiled like Kermit therefore. It's terrible when you can't trust the people who are closest to you. My life. Wump. Me rewatching Avatar The Last Airbender for the 7th time. Wump. We are going fishing. Katara demanding water. Momo doing his best. Thanks for looking out for me Aang. Shout out to that one female guard who was super nice to Uncle Iroh while he was in prison, always bringing him extra food and rare tea, and calling him general. Shout out to her for being so nice that Iroh legit went listen. Shut is gonna go down tomorrow and I don't want you here for it. How about you take the day off? Her name was Ming, and she was a real MVP. She was voiced by Serena Williams. Yes, that's Serena Williams.